Now I'm thoroughly furious with the phone call that I got from my worst abuser. That happened to be at the end of 2019 and the very beginning of 2020. He abused me the worst in that short amount of time than I have received from anyone's abuse, because I was forced to be. And, I wasn't allowed to go anywhere. I was yelled at. No. I just wanted to get away the one morning just for a little walk. I wasn't allowed to go out for a walk. It was Sunday. And no. The rice for Sunday's lunch was going to be made. And I don't like, right? I will be back in a half hour. Just go out and sit on a bench outside and listen to the birds chirp. Maybe there'll be a squirrel around. A little more enjoyable than being screamed at. So I was not allowed to leave. It took him an hour and a half to make white rice in a big, huge crock pot. Big as I was like a 5-gallon, maybe a 10. I never seen them that huge. Who knows what the hell? Where the hell? Oh, what? Why you have a huge crock pot? Oh, you can make rice on a stove. Not too many people like rice, okay? Oh my God. And I'm one that never barely eats rice. Yeah, it doesn't matter what I say. Totally. He just put a little tiny can, of chicken in a huge 5-gallon crock pot. And, I took him an hour and a half to make it. In all seriousness, just slow as hell. I'm not allowed to take a small little walk. I was never allowed to leave for the first 2 months. I was in there. Except I went to the grocery store, and even though I called him with the two people I was talking to about Jesus, who knows if they really knew Jesus or not? But that's what we talked about. And they even talked about Jesus on the phone with him. A fake as hell person. I got a woman and a man to talk to him on my phone that my husband paid for, and that wasn't good enough. He had to go around and wasting gas, and I had to put up with, where am I going to get the gas money? You gotta go out and pay gas money. What do you mean, us? Us? What are you talking about? I'm not anything a part of you. Abusing me to death, screaming at me every single day. Okay. Well, started drinking alcohol. I got my stimulus check, and we were my husband's car and his car was parked behind in the alleyway. Okay. This is when I had my worst rape. Okay. Now he's lying on the phone, and that's what infuriated me to do this video. Well, you threatened me twice. I could have had you put away. Yeah, you raped me. That's why I didn't call. Because there would have been evidence. I was blacked out. But there would have been evidence of me, saying that that's why he didn't call. Okay. But he made sure to call, his friends. My pastor heard everything, and then 2 other girls heard yeah, that's after you fucking viciously raped me. 'Cause he could. Because I was unfortunately viciously raped all the other times. And he can just get away with it. He knew he could. So he did. And I was violently, my head was pushed into the rug. Like, you can tell, like, a fight, and then I hurt down there. And, it's embarrassing. Right? Like, all the women that were, unfortunately, raped with Bill Cosby. It's embarrassing, like, to wake up and be like, oh my God, did that really happen? It's so embarrassing. It is. So he's just an awful, trying to make him look good. You threatened me twice. I could have called crisis intervention. I could have. But I didn't. I'm so good to you. And he says, I threatened to kill him. I said, yeah, because you're fucking raping me to death. Sick. A sick person. I'm putting this up. Right. Face it. You know what you did. Fucking shoes are thrown to kingdom. Death all around your place. Yeah, I'm like, you can tell when you were in a fight with someone. And then he steals my fucking $800 out of my coat pocket, and he acts so innocent. I was sleeping at home, what's the matter with you? Yeah, you pound on my husband's Caravan, making me go up with you. Yeah, how can I live anywhere if I don't have my stimulus check that he decided to steal? And then I'm screaming bloody murder to my friend, Kathleen Lewinsky, and I will say her name. And he tried to manipulate that one too. He said, you called her after I gave you the 4 $100 bills. You called her after. No. I called her before, and she remembered that. Now, she probably doesn't even give a shit. People don't. It was before. He wouldn't have given me back any money at all to trap me in this place. That's all he wanted. That's all, have total control. That's what insane abusers do. They want total control over their victim. I was his favorite victim, and I don't care what he says. He's a total, insane, abusing, lying narcissist. And all his stupid, I treated him badly. Never. I never treated him badly. Me saying the truth? How's that treating him badly? I'm just saying the truth. But the truth hurts him? He doesn't even have any feelings. These narcissists are empty shells there's nothing there. There is nothing there. So I just said the truth. I don't care. This is public. You're an asshole, and you know you're that. You said, oh, you call me a piece of shit. That's the worst thing. No, you're worse than a piece of shit. You're way worse than a piece of shit with all the abuse that I was forced to put up with you. And then I'm dumb shit, reliving it for a year, making all these stupid videos. I'm never going to watch one of them. But, it's just, all my videos are actually proof of how hard it really is in this backwards world. And there's nothing bad to happen to him. All his little friends, they all believe him. She just makes up, I don't know. I don't know where the hell he gets all his money at. Shelling out money to whoever, and whatever. So, I have said the truth. But to keep on saying the truth is really, really stupid for me to do, because I'm reliving it. But he just recently left 2 long messages of total bullshit and trying to make himself look good. So this is just the truth. And for him to say he ever cared about me and doing that he did to me, it's outrageous. That's insane. Now, his little crumb was nothing. Because he gave Purple Alien God way over 200,000 now. I'm staying in the mission, 5,000. What the fuck? He's bitching about I needed $60 paid for my phone a month. And he just shelled out 5,000 to her. Like, whoa. But I had to put up, so that's what insane abusers do. They have their favorite victim and they pick on them and nitpick. I paid $60 for a phone, and Kathy, my phone. I don't even pay that much for my phone, but I paid $60 for hers. But I'm not telling y'all I'm giving the Purple Alien God. And that's the truth. Talking about putting friends against me? Fuck out of here. He called up Kathy so many fucking times, lying to her. Pissing me off and making up all these stories. Oh my God. The one was Michael Lorando died. It was 2 half-brothers. So the other brother doesn't have the same name. He's still living. Honor, doesn't matter. Well, okay, actually it did, because everyone who knows him knows his half-brother. Okay, which wasn't that nice of a guy, but, I was boyfriend to him. Brought them both these half-brothers into my parents' house. Michael Lorando, who died, stole my dad's credit card, went to jail for at least a year. It wasn't as long as what I thought, and he was out. But his half-brother went with him and didn't have any time. But my worst abuser had to call up Kathy and say how awful of a person I am, that I handed Michael Lorando the credit card and I went out partying with him and what an awful, awful person I am. I do all these awful things. And this is all the shit that he comes up with. When his half-brother didn't know anything that he was doing. Now, then he found out and he's just like, hey, get up the East Coast with me. And it was $6,000 that they spent. I was not with them. And my dad then told me later on why I was not caught up with conspiracy, because it would be. I brought in a thief and didn't know it. And that's totally wrong, because I was labeled super crazy and they let me go. So that's the only time in my life that I'm labeled super crazy, or else I would have went in jail probably for as long as he did, because it's called, conspiracy. Like, how do I know that he was a thief? How did I know that he was going to go and through my dad's stuff and do something wrong? So that's why you never let, any stranger in your house or in, around, anybody that you know. Like, okay, and that's exactly what happened, but my worst abuser went and totally manipulated that story. And so I just told the truth. And all he is a liar. I was his favorite victim that he picked on. Pick. And I'm doing this because I'm being furious at his 2 phone calls with all his lies against me. Acting like he was ever nice to me. Yeah, you left me stranded at that fish place with 2 small children when it was cold out. And never ever showed up. And I'll say his name, I don't know where he's at in the world. Craig Culligan picked us up in his Ghostbuster car, and literally it looked like a Ghostbuster car. Nowhere for my worst abuser to be seen, but he lied about that one too. Oh, I picked you up. I took you to Fedley's, and we all bought meals when he attacked me across the table because I grabbed his receipt because he's sitting there like a pig eating his meal and wants more, and me and my children have to suffer there. I only had $5. Didn't give a fuck about me. Didn't offer me any fucking meal or anything at all. It's totally selfish. And so I'm like, I only had $5. And I bought expensive soda for my sons. And that's all my son remembers. Don't you remember he attacked me on the table and, these people moved? Like, no, he's only 5 years old. So all he remembers is he's forced to sit there watching an ugly pig eat a big meal in front of him. Didn't care about us. That's the whole truth and nothing but the truth. I mean, he's delusional. What? He bought us a meal? That came out of his mouth, and he'll lie about that. And that's what narcissists do. They have no memory of the initial, what really happened in that event. No memory at all. None. Whatever. And then when he took me to Reading to get my kids' teeth fixed, he stranded us there too in the doctor's office. Because he made his appointment. He drove around. I'm embarrassed at the dentist office being stranded there for who knows how long. And they were kind. And they're just like, it's okay. But, like, oh my God, did he leave me? How am I going to get home? Seriously. Just straight, not tell me that he's going to be gone for, and that's the way white trash are. There's a white trash person in my family. I had to watch their kids. They left them there for the whole day. That's the way white trash are. No communication at all. No communication. And they treat you like shit. So, it's all truth and nothing but the truth. So, whatever. The little tiny crumbs that he gave me of being, are you serious? Screaming at my kids, saying they're spoiled little brats? Doesn't say that about Purple Aliens God, does he? No, Purple Aliens God. In fact, recently, they were trying to take advantage of him. I'm like, good. Because he harmed them too. So, good. I'm glad Purple Aliens God tried to do something wrong to you and steal from you. I'm not sure. Obviously, I'm not sure about the story, but yeah, the little kid was trying to get one up on him. Why not? Good for you, Purple Alien Kid. Good for you. Good for you. I hate liars. That's all he does. Just call my parents. These hours. Why you lie? Why? Nobody gives a shit about all my stupid videos, and they're all mainly stupid. Like, I could just wrap them all up in, every single horrifying video that I did. Okay. A half hour. Like, I'm saying the same old fucking stories. Over and over and over again. Like, what the hell? Man? It's not many stories. He was never there in my life. Barely. So, like, whatever. Yeah, I loved it when he took me out to my birthday meal. It was the only birthday meal that he took me out to, Garfield's. He got 2 free meals that day. And he took me to the same area where Garfield's was. And ironically, it's called Arthur's, and that's the father of my 2 children. But and that's the way this white trash goes. And going out to eat, which is embarrassing. Oh, your meal's awful. Oh, this isn't cooked right. It's raw, or it's burnt, or So, what did they used to do before everything went to hell? What did they used to do? How did he used to roll? I I can't eat it. Okay, while he's finishing up the last little bit on his plate. Well, he did that for Christmas at the Cracker Barrel. He ate the whole meal, and he's calling up the guy. This isn't what I ordered. It's not cooked right. It's not what I ordered. He's gobbling down the last little crumb on it. Oh my God, right? Licking the plate. This is not what I ordered. Okay, sir, we'll give you another meal. Now, he lied, and he said that he was not credited that meal, but he's always lied. And make himself sound good. That's what they do. So, I, realized, well, I learned, oh, okay, this is how white trash go out to eat. They order a meal, and then they complain about so bad that they're forced to give the white trash individual just because they used to honor the customer. And they give them a free meal ticket. And that's what a lot of, white trash people, like my worst abuser, that's how they pay for their meals. I learned it from him. That's the whole truth, nothing but the truth. And he can't accept the truth. But he really pissed me off this morning, and that's why, I talk about all this shit. So, I still believe there's a Jesus, and I still believe. I mean, even though I read, the truth about the forbidden knowledge, I still think that Jesus was trying to tell us, the kingdom of God is within you, and he was one, but then there's really, really, really awful, unspeakable entities like my worst abuser, and there's no way that he can do anything. He doesn't even remember what ever happened, but he's just an empty shell. He's just totally useless. But